So today I wanted to just do a video of my natural, simple, it's very basic, foundationless makeup routine because A, I just think these are fun to watch. I love watching people's everyday makeup routines and just makeup routines in general. And B, because I think a lot of them, especially for young people or kids who are starting out with makeup, are still really complicated, the whole like natural ones. So I think this is about as simple as you can get, honestly, unless you're literally just going for like a bit of clear mascara and some lip gloss. So yeah, just thought it might be helpful, thought it might be interesting. So this is my makeup free face. And Jesus, cameras are not kind to makeup free faces. I feel like I now understand why so many beauty gurus start their videos with, "Hi guys, sorry about my face," but I'm not gonna do that because everyone should love their naked face. So this is contrary to what most people do, but I always start my makeup with my eyebrows because they take fucking forever. So I feel like I want to get them out of the way first. So I start at the top on this brow because I don't know if you can see, with my eyebrows, this one's slightly thinner at the top than this one, so I like try to even them out first. And then drag the point out like that. And then I do the same thing underneath, starting at the arch, so that if I've added a bit too much product or anything, it doesn't matter, and then I go under here because it's nice to have a bit of a fade towards the front. And with the Dipbrow, you have to take such a tiny amount at a time, so I'm just constantly dabbing a bit more on when I feel like I need it. And then I just fill this outline I've created for myself in. And then at the front, I use the brush the other way around, so I use it like this mostly. Yeah, another life hack with the Dipbrow. It can dry out a little bit, so it's easier to use one side and use it down to the bottom rather than just dabbing all over the top, because the top bit it doesn't seem to dry out at all, but once you've like broken that, I don't know. But this is how I've tried to get around that, and it seems to be working pretty well for me. And then just spoolie everything. Get rid of the outline, because although that's what we've done, oh, can you even see? Although that's what we've done, you don't want it to look like you've drawn an outline and filled it in. And then onto the other brow, where I actually start at the bottom on this one because I don't have the same issue with the top. So you probably won't have that weird issue like me, but... So now that I've begun to sort out my eyebrows, I move on to concealer and just apply this almost like a highlight, or how most people seem to do a highlight. So I apply it quite heavily under my eyes because I have pretty bad dark circles, like this, and then I drag it slightly up to here on my cheekbones as well, and then on the other side too. And then around the sides of my nose, cover up any redness, and down my nose and on the sides like this. And then I put a bit on my chin as well. And then with your damp, clean beauty blender, or if you're like me, £1.50 Primark rip-off beauty blender, just blend that concealer in. And preferably have the beauty blender damp before you start, so you don't have to run off with concealer on your face to go and dampen it, leaving the concealer to start drying. Which is what I do every damn time. And then under my eyes, my dark circles are so bad, even with this very good concealer, I quite often apply a second bit just over where it's dark. For some reason, no matter how much I sleep, I always end up looking like a member of the Addams family. And then, on top of that, straight away, I set my under eye with my powder. Can I even call it a beauty blender, or are they going to sue me? And then I put it basically over everywhere. I put concealer with the beauty blender thing. And then I take a big fluffy brush and put a little bit over the rest of my face with this. I also, with the concealer, if I have any particularly red marks on my face at that point, or spots that I want to cover up, I use a little concealer palette like this, and then if it's particularly red, I might use a little bit of the green one to start with, and then this regular concealer colour, because I feel like these will play, I don't know what to call it, concealers work better for covering up spots, for me, than lip colours. And I do that with this little Real Techniques accent brush. So I then use my blush and just swirl it around in all the colours with this Real Techniques Sculpting brush. I think you're supposed to use this for contour, which I do when I do contour. But I also use it for blush because this is a very pale blush colour, which I like because I'm not a heavy blush fan, but you need to pack it on a little bit to get any real result. And then just with this kind of browny blushy colour, I don't know if this is a normal thing to do, but I take a little bit of this and put it down the sides of my nose as a kind of ish contour. It doesn't really make much difference, but I feel like I can notice the difference, so I do it anyway. And then I swirl it in all of it again and put it on my eyes, because I'm not doing an eyeshadow look for this simple everyday look. I don't normally really wear eyeshadow, so this suffices to give it a wash of colour. Actually, I kind of lied because I'm just about to use eyeshadow, but I use it more like an eyeliner. So I take this little pot of brown, dab this brush, contour eye brush in it, and just apply that underneath my eyes. Well, I feel like it goes on a lot easier than eyeshadow. It gives a much softer, more subtle look, and I put a little bit of it here to kind of contour my eye shape and just make sure the line underneath looks like it's not just random, it's blended into something a little bit. And I do the same here, obviously. What's particularly great about this eyeshadow pot, aside from the fact it's super cheap, it's like £1 or £2 from Natural Collection, is that it's matte and it's a similar colour to my eyebrows. So I quite often just go over my eyebrows a little bit with this A, to darken them when I had darker hair, just a tiny bit, and B, to just fill in any sparse areas in my brows. So that means there's a little bit less pressure with the Dipbrow. So you can see the difference, I think, yeah. Now my favourite part, although the thing I think makes the biggest difference to my face, mascara. I love mascara. It just, like, it transforms my eyes. They look, I feel my face feels naked without mascara, I've noticed. Like, it doesn't matter how much sleep I get, if I go out without mascara on, it feels like my eyes aren't properly open. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it's a big difference, in my opinion. I think you can see it is. And this particular mascara, I just adore. Like, I've been using the same mascara basically every day since I started wearing makeup when I was 11, starting secondary school, and you kind of feel like you need to. Not that you should. But my mum had given me a tester of some No. 7 stuff that she had got. Because my mum was not really interested in makeup much at all. So she gave me a mini tester of this, and I've never really used a different mascara since. It's so good. And now my eyes feel awake, yay! I then take just a regular clear mascara, no fancy brow mascaras here, and just go over my brows to fix them in place. And this, I think, is especially important here where I'm trying to move the hairs up to make this eyebrow look as thick as the other one. And then the best part, highlighter, the glow. And this is, I just take this on a fan brush, Real Techniques fan brush, cheekbones, whatever's left, I go like this on my nose, and then I take a little bit on my finger, put it on my cupid's bow, and then a little bit in the inner eye corners. But by all means, if you want to make this makeup look even more natural, then don't worry about highlighter. And then lastly, I prefer lip tints to lipstick or lip gloss personally, because I'm useless with lipstick. I'll just like eat a whole pizza and be like, why does it come off? So lip tints work better for me, they stay on a bit more. So I choose this one, which is so easy to use, it's like a pen. And outline first, and then fill in. I love lip tint as well, because you can barely tell you're wearing it, but this is just a slightly darker shade than my natural lips. So it just adds some colour to my face, because without it I feel like I look a bit drained and zombie-ish. So yeah, I'm done.